So, 23 seconds. That's all it takes for Sony Studios to get nearly 700,000 views within an hour. What am I talking about? Of course, the reveal of Tom Holland's new Spider-Man suit. And I figured this is worth having a little chat about because it's given the people what they want. Because not only have we seen the suit now, but also we know a lot more about the film. And I'm honestly getting a little bit excited. Do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it, shall we? First of all, the suit itself, it's not the same as the one that we saw at the end of No Way Home. However, it is a classic-looking Spider-Man suit. Does it look perfect? Well, I got a couple of little caveats here and there. But on the whole, I'm very happy because it's not any kind of techno Iron Man suit. There's no nanobots or anything. It's going to be old school, classic Peter Parker. That's what we've been told. I believe it was Kevin Feige who said at San Diego Comic-Con that they are going for a grounded Spider-Man in New York story. And that's so great, especially considering that only a couple of months ago, there was still all this speculation about multiversal things that Sony was planning and all kinds of nonsense, which would have been nonsense because it was Sony organizing a Spider-Man thing that's not the animated Spider-Verse movies. So it would have probably been terrible. Instead, maybe Disney had a little hand in this and they were like, hey, Sony, maybe don't follow any of your natural instincts with this, okay? And I'm not saying that Disney's flawless by any means, but anyone to help steer the ship as far as Spider-Man's concerned is a reassuring thing. So we're getting a grounded costume that reminds me a lot of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man 2 costume. That's the most similar one, I would say. But maybe it's got a little bit of that raised webbing kind of look. It's a little difficult to see because it's only a very quick video. But it looks like the spider symbol and the webbing does seem to be a little bit higher up. Also, if I take a little closer look here, it looks like it's got a little bit of the texture as well, whereas the one at the end of No Way Home seemed very kind of smooth, and it was a very bright metallic kind of look, which at a glance, at a glimpse, with the snow reflecting off of it, that could be kind of nice, but maybe that metallic look wouldn't have looked great on screen for 2 hours. I think what they've gone for is safe. That's the best word to use for it. They've gone for a safe choice for this Spider-Man suit. And look, this is hopefully part of the renaissance of the MCU that started off with the Fantastic Four. Because so far, we got some goodwill going into Doomsday. It's not like we're throwing confetti and babies in the air in celebration of the MCU being back on top, but we are carrying some momentum. So let's keep that rolling because we are exactly 1 year away from the new Spider-Man movie hitting cinemas. This is going to be the last stop before Doomsday. I can only imagine that at the end of the film, we're going to see Spider-Man will return in Avengers Doomsday. And hopefully, that's going to be a very hype moment. So yeah, costume looks good. Of course, the mask with the eyes, that's going to be something else that is very important. I'm a big eye kind of guy, but we haven't seen that like properly revealed yet. There's a picture going around the internet that a lot of people are saying, oh, this is the first look. But other people have said, no, this is just like an AI mock-up or whatever. So I'll post it here for this video, but you can make of it what you will. Personally, if the suit looks like this, I'm fine with it. Even though I don't like the Iron Man style nanobots, I do like the changing eyes. If the eyes can still, contract and get bigger, be more expressive, I'd actually be okay with that. Or even, this might not be a popular opinion, but I wouldn't mind if they just animated the eyes like they do with Deadpool. Like, don't explain it. Just, it's Spider-Man. Let it go. It's a comic book. I'm so happy that with Superman and Fantastic Four, we're getting closer to this wonderful world where we just don't need to explain everything. It's a comic. Just go with it. Just go with it. Also, Tom Holland, he still looks like he's in his early 20s, which is fine. Got a floppier, shaggier looking haircut, which I guess is because he's more of this Peter Parker on his own, doing his own thing, finding his fortune. But hopefully we do still see MJ and Ned Leeds because I like the supporting cast. And speaking of supporting cast while I'm here. Let's not forget the people who have been kind of officially announced now. So this doesn't count as spoilers, I wouldn't have thought. Like, it's out there. So Mark Ruffalo coming back as the Hulk. Not only that, but word around the campfire is that he's going to be the Savage Hulk. And that's going to be so great to see Spider-Man ducking and diving and dancing around a rampaging Hulk, smashing his way through New York. Yeah, yes, please. That would be fantastic. Also, of course, John Bernthal is going to be making an appearance as the Punisher as well. Another grounded, real-world type character. That's awesome to see. Love that. Love that. And then finally, the other one is that, oh gosh, Michael Mando? Is that his name? I'll double check. But we had the Scorpion. That was it. I was trying to think of his name from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Nacho Varga. That's it. It was just Better Call Saul. Anyway, I first saw him in Far Cry 3. But yes, we're getting him as the Scorpion, which is something that I thought had fallen by the wayside, which was a real shame because I love that dude. He's such a great actor. So seeing him coming back actually as Scorpion, Matt Gargan, whew, that would be great. I'd love it if we get just a tiny little cameo from Michael Keaton as well. Maybe if they're in prison together, just to be like, hey, FYI, Michael Keaton's Vulture is still in this universe. All right, that whatever that floating head was that popped up at the end of Morbius, that wasn't him. You can forget about it. So that's it. That is the Spider-Man suit revealed, and some more plot details / characters also shown off too, or at least announced. So guys, what do you think about this movie coming up next year? I don't mind saying I've got high hopes. I feel like comic book movies in general, we're on an upward trajectory, especially with regards to trying new things, being a little bit braver, and maybe just giving us what we want. For me, Spider-Man in a grounded story in New York, that's all I ever wanted. Now it seems like we might be getting it, and that makes me very happy. So let me know your opinion on this. Comment below and let me know. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.